national team representing Denmark. National team representing Sweden. Players, get ready.
All right, and we are back with you now with the game against Sweden and Denmark. Sweden in white, Denmark in black, fighting here for 5th and 6th place amongst the Women's League. And I think we're going to be in for a very good game.
Indeed, it's going to be an interesting game.
So less than 30 seconds left until the start of the game. Very strong team in Sweden. We can see a lot of physical strength there and a lot of speed and excellent defense by Denmark that we saw against the game for Germany. And now we have a swim off here. Denmark just getting to the ball before Sweden and pushing forward. Ball being locked up by the Swedish players, but recovered well. Passing over to the corner, looking to make a pass onto the basket, finding some support by player number 1 from Denmark, Layla List, who's still crashing onto the goal, but held back by Sweden. And still ongoing pushing. Dangerous position here we see for Sweden. Player number 2 from Denmark making a beautiful pass under the basket. Can they convert this into a very early goal? No, just moving out again there.
That was a good opportunity for Denmark. The first offensive action of this first half. Really impressive.
All right, we can see the ball now up on the surface. Denmark looking to come in again for another wave of attack, but being held up there on the surface by Sweden. Another pass moving in by number 2 from Denmark. Layla List waiting under the basket, looking for a pass. Can they see her? Can they get the ball to her? Ball getting pulled away. Layla, good position there on the basket. Can they move the ball to her? Call from the referee, kneeing, pushing, and we are going to see a Swedish free throw. All right, halfway line. Sweden surely looking to capitalise on this opportunity. But we've seen a very strong defence being built up by Denmark.
First time Sweden reaches Denmark basket.
Big pull on the goalie. Are they able to convert? Goalie's looking to swap. Good opportunity for Sweden, but unfortunately pulled away by Denmark. Denmark players remain with the ball, but really tough scrummage on the surface there. And Sweden remains in possession. Pull now onto the goalie. Oh, and we see a goal. Goal for Sweden. And I think that was from player number 91, Anna Alfredsson. We could see her waiting there. Oh no, popped in by the other side. I'm sorry, we didn't see that player just before. But excellent work by the Swedish team to take this 1-0. 12 minutes left of the first half.
It's a really good start for the Swedish team, considering Denmark has a really good defense. Oh, but see, you were right. It felt like he was.
Yeah, I mean, they put the goal there for Anna Alfredsson, but I think it may have actually been the player on the other side. Either way,
yeah.
Goal for Sweden. Beautiful passing around the basket. Denmark coming in, wanting to make a quick attack here. Ball punched away by Sweden. And looking to make a quick break now. Multiple players under the water. Can they pass the halfway mark? Player number 24 from Sweden. Very fast breakaway there by Joanna Nordstrom.
Good counter-attack, looking good for Sweden. Choosing to retreat a little bit.
We have some support here from Victor London, who was the curse of the game yesterday, but hopefully his beloved Sweden can do what they need to do to keep possession of the ball and continue this game on. Those of you who have been tuning in throughout the week will know that Thomas and I have often said you do not want to lose 1-0. Better to lose 2-0 and push out on the attack rather than just conceding defeat. It's too early for that now. Early game, 10 minutes left of this first half.
We have a scrumming surface here.
3 players from Denmark looking to recover the ball and hopefully make a quick breakaway over to the basket. Sweden looking to stop them in the middle of the pool, and very, very hefty attacks there. Layla List, beautiful job for her team, trying to get the ball past the halfway mark. But Sweden, very strong, very aggressive team.
Good series of passes between players. Really well build up game.
Player number 1 from Sweden, Teresa Blenitz, trying to pull the ball in. She does have a teammate waiting on the other side of the back. Can she make contact with them? 3 Swedish players around the basket of Denmark, but pushed away beautifully by Denmark player.
Oh, Swedish was really quick to recover that ball.
And we can see a Swedish player now waiting underneath the basket, looking for the pass down. Can she make attack on goal? She's pulled the goalie off. Can she put the ball in? It certainly looks close. Teresa Blennet now with the ball, and held up there by Denmark player number 11, Marianne. Sweden still with the ball in possession here, looking to make another attack on goal with 2 players now. Pushed away by the defender from Denmark. Excellent work by her. Ball passed in again. Certainly looks dangerous for Denmark, but then pushed away. Ball drops down. Player number 5 and 10 from Denmark looking to make a quick breakaway. Player number 5, Emilie, really pushing through there. And ball recovered by Denmark after a little bit of a push there from Sweden. Player number 19 from Denmark just losing possession of the ball there after a strong attack from Sweden. Sweden now back in possession of the ball. Strong passes forward. Denmark doing an excellent job forechecking in the middle of the pool, but the ball has managed to make it to their defensive third. And here we see player List making a strong break. Sorry, player Dina Iversen making a strong break there for the goal. Joined by her teammates now. Denmark now looking to start their attacking tactic at the Swedish goal. Call by the referee, pushing without the ball, and it is going to be a Swedish free throw. Call from the deck ref here. We have a timeout for Denmark. Timeout for Denmark. I think we saw last time Sweden were able to capitalize on that free throw, so probably going to look to set up a bit of a stronger defense this time.
Yeah, I agree with that. This match is really more interesting to watch than the last ones we had yesterday, because they were really quiet, and both of these teams are really aggressive, and they've shown that they have great control of the ball, all the passes, the players. It's moving. It's an interesting to watch.
Yeah, agree. Very offensive games we're seeing here, which is always interesting to watch. So about halfway through the first half, 1-0 to Sweden, playing in white today. 20 seconds left of a black timeout, and then we will see a Swedish free throw. Certainly more comfortable going into the second half with a 2-0 lead if they are able to move that ball in.
And time's out over. Starting a free throw right now.
Oh, and we can see a player from Sweden sort of making a half attempt to look as though she might steal the basket. And this is a tactic that we've seen from some of the German players as well, just forcing the Danish girls to go down onto the goal and start defending. We have another call from the referee. Holding. And we see now free throw turnaround for Denmark.
This could be a good scoring opportunity for Denmark. So they could even out the score before the first half ends.
They might be wishing they'd waited just a little bit longer to take that timeout to make
Yeah.
an offensive tactic here.
I agree with that.
But these two teams, very experienced teams in this tournament. I'm sure this is something that they've faced many times before, and doing a great job there to try and move the ball forward. And Sweden certainly absolutely brutal with their attacks on players with the ball that we've seen throughout the tournament. Very, very strong. Two players now for Denmark going in. Ball being locked up by Sweden. Big scrum there on the surface, and it looks like Sweden has managed to regain the ball. Passing down through the pool. Looking to make a quick counter-attack here. Can they make it through the half? Denmark certainly going to make it hard for them. Player number 10 from Denmark, Johanna, doing an excellent job of holding off two Swedish players, passing around her. Oh, and then pulled away by number 5. A lot of pulling on the swimmers there that didn't seem to be noticed by the referees. And here we see a very strong attack from Sweden, but pulling back. Winning 1-0 now. I think Sweden will be pretty happy to take the game slow, make sure their defense is completely on point, and make safe passes.
Right, I think they want to play it safe for a moment to be sure to not lose another match.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Victor. I think Sweden will keep hold of this ball in their offensive half, make safe little passes. Denmark are really going to need to put the pressure on here if they're going to recover this ball, but Sweden certainly able to maintain possession with some excellent ball skills.
That earlier was a great show of strength from player 15 for Denmark.
And beautiful work here, attack on the goal again by Teresa Blennet. And ripped away by player from Denmark, who's in a scrumming match with a Swedish player, doing an excellent job to hold the ball and pass down to her teammate. Can they move this ball forward? A lot of pulling on the swimmers there. Player number 5 from Denmark swimming straight into the Swedish player. With less than 5 minutes left of this first half. Call from the referee. Call from the deck referee. Attack on the head. So we see a free throw for Denmark.
This could be a good opportunity to score before the first half ends.
Absolutely.
I think they want to take advantage of that.
Oh, big push there by Sweden, but beautifully passed down.
Good pass between Denmark players.
And looking to make an attack on goal here. Another wave for Denmark, but just ripped away.
Denmark still manages to keep possession of the ball.
Player Layla List
Oh.
now She'll surely have another attack on basket. Very strong for her team. Trying to signal to her teammates, come on, let's move in. Let's give it everything we've got. With the last 3 minutes of this first half, Sweden will be content to lock up the ball and run down the clock.
A big scrum on the surface here.
And ending with the ball in the hands of Denmark. Big pass down, wave of three, coming into the basket. She doesn't see her teammates who are coming to support her. And now just pulling away. Oh, big attack there around the neck by Sweden.
Sadly, they lost the ball to Denmark. Lost the ball to Sweden. Here, a good counter-attack on Sweden's part. Ball was quickly locked though by Denmark.
See a very physical, aggressive game between these two countries.
Both teams are really strong physically and they're good swimmers too. So it's a good thing to watch. A good match to watch.
Absolutely. Sweden now happy to maintain possession in their offensive half. Denmark really doing everything they can to push out. You can see the Denmark backs and goalies pushing out from their position.
Oh, she didn't see that Denmark player.
Oh, and here we go. A little bit of a rough and tumble for the ball and call of holding. I mean, it looked like a little bit of back and forward there, but certainly holding call by the referee. Free throw for Sweden just outside of the Denmark basket with less than 2 minutes left. Sweden look like they're looking to move in, but Denmark trying to make it hard for them. Big push on goal there. Well done by the Denmark defense, holding Sweden out. We see multiple Swedish players around the basket. But Denmark defense just too strong this time, and Sweden, I think, pretty content to make sure whatever attack they have on goal is a safe one.
Yeah, I think they're pretty content with just keeping the ball in their possession. There's less than a minute to the first half, so we're gonna play it safe.
Less than 30 seconds. A couple of Swedish players moving in now. Punched away by Denmark, but pushed back in by Sweden. Looking for another goal. Can player number 91 pop the ball in? No. Held on to tightly there by player number 2, Pernille Jensen from Denmark. And that is half time. So really thrilling match. 1-0 to Sweden, playing in white. 5 minutes of half time, and then we will be back to see what Denmark can do in an answer to Sweden. All right, we'll see you back soon. All right, and we are back with 10 seconds left of halftime, or less even. Sweden 1-0. Oh, and Denmark clearly getting to the ball there.
They seem really. Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. Yeah, they seem really determined to even out the score as fast as possible.
And I think we have a lot of fast national swimmers on the Denmark team. Certainly showing their speed.
That's for sure.
I think we saw in most of the first half, really Swedish kind of dominating on the attack.
Yeah, that's true. They were dominating and keeping hold of the ball, playing it safe.
Here we go, pushed down by one of the Denmark players who gets her mask almost ripped off, but manages to continue in on the attack, passing down. Now we see 3-4 Danish players around the goal, looking to pass down. Can they capitalize on this opportunity? Sweden surely not wanting to let them take this to 1-1.
It's a lock ball. But I think Denmark will manage to get away with it.
Nina Berggren, very, very strong for the Swedish team. Again, apologies for any mispronounced names. We try our best, but there's some letters here that neither of us have ever seen before. Big push there by the goalie. Two-player Layla List, who did an excellent job to hold on to the ball there. Can she pass to number 5 from Denmark, looking to try and score, but snatched away.
It was a good defense on Sweden's part. Really great job by the defenders and the goalie.
Denmark now remains in possession. That's Swedish forward, number 19, locking up the ball around the basket. Still in possession by Denmark. And pass that just kind of didn't quite stick to her teammate. But big strong legs there, pulling over the Swedish player. And now Sweden looking to move out.
Well, that was the interruption of a series of offensive moves from the Denmark team. Now it's Sweden's turn to score another one.
Sweden using all dimensions of the pool, up and down, back and forward. And we see now attack on goal with a wave of 3 Swedish players. Pushing out again. Passes being made in the corner. Player now, Nina Berggren from Sweden, taking up the back position, looking for a pass from her teammate, Teresa Blennet. Can they make this another goal?
They managed to get away with the ball.
Denmark just holding on.
Going for a counter-attack right now.
And she's by herself.
Playing number 15 from Denmark. Celine Seifert.
Great job here. We see an attack of 3 players from Denmark, but Sweden just really locking up the ball there.
They're not taking any chances. Denmark planning their strategy. Oh, almost intercept.
2 Danish players now coming onto the basket. Almost a little mishap in a swapping position with the goalie, but Denmark remain in possession, but certainly under heavy fire from Sweden. Denmark now moving a little further out to make those passes, but we can see now player from Denmark underneath the goal, looking to make a screen. Two further players, but the ball just ripped away by player number 91 from Sweden, Ann Alfredsson, and now moved through the pool by her teammates. Oh, just a little bit of a miss pass there to a Denmark player, and then another miss pass back to Sweden. Denmark really wanting to recover this ball to allow a chance to attack the basket and change the score here. Player now from Sweden making an attempt to move in. More players from Sweden coming to support her attack. Can we see another goal by Sweden? Oh, and just pushed away there by player number 2 from Denmark. And ball wrapped up there. Player number 2 from Denmark, Pernille Jensen, just coming in like a rocket there. And we can see players from Denmark doing an excellent job of defending here.
Sweden taking a step back to analyze their strategy, to go for it again.
Yeah, Sweden happy to sort of play in that middle third of the pool even. Not necessarily needing to move forward, but see her teammate there signaling to wanting to take the pass, but now we can see the ball locked up by a Denmark backpack.
Sweden seeming just content to keep possession of the ball, attacking, but playing it safe. If it's too risky, they prefer to retreat as long as they can keep possession of the ball.
And we are halfway through the second half.
I think they're going to keep this up until time runs out.
Yeah, I think so. And playing for 5th and 6th here, so certainly wanting to stay in the top half of these, amongst these 10 countries that are competing here today.
Oh.
Yeah, we've seen that. You don't want to let Sweden score early on you because they are so good at holding the ball and making aggressive, sort of very purposeful attacks at times, but certainly will be able to hold the ball for 15 minutes of play. We're going to need to see something really valiant here from the players from Denmark if they are to have any chance of equalising.
You think they're determined though? They're barreling into Swedish players. They're...
Oh, and here we have another attack.
Oh.
Looking for a pass down. Some players don't seem content here with 1-0. And that looks like Teresa Blennett pushing her way through onto the basket. And 2 other players waiting underneath. Ball drops down into the hands of Denmark, who are going to do everything they can to try and push the ball out of their defensive half. Call from the referee. Attack on the mask. So we see a Swedish free throw. And then we have a call from the deck ref. Black timeout. Timeout here for Denmark.
I think they're taking a timeout to revise their strategy because they only have 5 minutes to go. And if they want to win this game and win the 5th place of the tournament, they have to step up their game a little bit.
Victor Lundin saying, hell no, 1-0 is not enough. Some of the players look like they'll be content with 1-0, but others certainly look like they want to make it more. And Sweden look like, oh sorry, Denmark look like they might be making some exchanges. Probably going to want to put the strongest 6 they have in the water, perhaps their strongest attacking 6 in the water, to try and regain some control over this game.
Less than 10 seconds for the timeout to be over.
And we will be starting here with a black free throw for Denmark. Sorry, a white free throw for Sweden after a black timeout.
I'm curious to see if they want to go to the offense with that, or if they're just going to stay near the basket and attacking and coming back.
Nice long pass down there. We can see now, oh, a Danish player has punched the ball out. Player number 5 from Denmark, Emily, doing an excellent job of keeping possession of that ball amongst a swarm of Swedish players, which drops down back in the hands of Sweden.
Good series of passes between Swedish players. Oh, here number 10 from Denmark, Johan Wedenberg, has been like almost omnipresent in this match.
Another push in on the basket. Not able to make it there. Denmark forwards really pushing hard here to try and regain possession. And we have a call from the referee, and it looks like holding call, so free throw, sorry, pushing without the ball, free throw for Denmark with 4.5 minutes left of this second half. The score 1-0 to Sweden.
Well, it's a good opportunity for Danish players, and I think they're going to take it.
All right, we can see 3 Danish players under the water, swimming with the ball on the top, getting locked up by the Swedish team, who've regained possession. Big pass forward. Oh, player getting caught up a little bit there in the referee dive equipment, but still managing to move the ball forward. Oh, well done by player number 19 from Denmark, just snatching the ball away there.
Oh, that pass was good, but a little bit too hard. Still, Denmark managed to keep possession of the ball.
Four minutes left here. Denmark really need to give it absolutely everything they have, but Sweden not going to let them do it easily. Well done, maintaining possession there. 2 players from Denmark. Oh, and ball punched away by Swedish player number 19.
Quickly recovered by Denmark. Going for an offensive maneuver again.
And we do see 2 Danish players around the basket, but ball swept away and scooped up by the Swedish player, number 2, Nina Berggren. Who's also been a really excellent player for her team here today and many other tournaments that we've seen her play in. Very experienced player. Sweden moving forward safely with 2.5 minutes left of this second half. Nina wants one more. Sweden holding the ball behind the player.
Taking it slow, playing it safe. Less than 2 minutes to go.
And we've seen mostly Swedish possession here on the attack. Denmark doing an excellent job of defending. And now 3 Swedish players. Still no attack on goal. And I think they've made their intentions clear. Denmark just not able to regain possession of the ball here. Players from Denmark now pushing out from the goal. 1 minute left, and I think they know that this is their last opportunity. They need to give it everything.
It's the last game for both of these teams. They know they have to give it their all. Everything's playing here.
Yeah, I think Victor and Mike on the chat, absolutely right. Winning is winning though, no matter how you do it. If it's clean and fair and 1-0, then still an amazing effort by the Swedish women here.
Exactly.
30 seconds left.
Like a win is a win. They're gonna take the 5th place if they keep this up, so it's great for them.
Less than 20 seconds left. Sweden now pushing back into the corner. Another couple of passes, less than 10 seconds left, and trying to make another push on goal. Passing the ball down, 3 seconds left. I think even with the possession, no, it's all over now.
It's over. Sweden winning the match, taking 5th position in this tournament, and Denmark going in for 6, 1-0.
All right, so that was the end of the 5th and 6th place matches. We now are moving into the bronze matches, starting with the men's team, Denmark in blue, Norway in white, which is surely going to be a very tight physical match between 2 absolute powerhouses in this tournament. We will see you back.
So, hello, could you please give me your names and your position, your team?
Yes, my name is Elin. I play goalie.
And my name is Saga and I play attacker.
Pleased to meet you. And now that the match is over, how do you feel about it? Did you like the match?
Yeah, it was fun. It was rough, but it was fun. We felt like we could keep the ball and keep it in control, for that, which was our plan from the beginning. And yeah, it was a very enjoyable game. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the last two games were more. I focused more on having fun than on winning, since we lost the quarterfinal. I could focus more on like enjoying the sport and like, yeah, yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. And which was like your favorite game from all the tournament? Which one did you enjoy the most?
My favorite, I would say, was Norway. It was beautiful underwater rugby, and it was very fun. Yeah.
Yeah, same against Norway, since it's very big for us to win against them, since they have won against us like the last years, and to play a tie a game against them, it felt amazing, and it felt very promising like for the future of this team to play a tie against the previous world champions.
That's right. Well, that's real nice to hear. And like, how would you rate your experience overall in this World Cup for now?
Maybe 7 out of 10. We can't go higher since we didn't get farther, but it's been a very, very fun tournament. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say the same, and I think like the competition got like better the further along you got, and the stream got even better, and it was really nice to see the improvements both in your own team and in the stream and everything. So it was a very enjoyable experience.
I'm really happy to hear that, because like I saw a lot of your matches and I really think you all did great. Like Sweden team is a really good team. You have like strong swimmers and you're strong physically too. It was really enjoyable to see like all of your matches. And thank you very much for taking some time with me. I really appreciate it. Really, thank you.